Gary, it's Chad from Laird Wheaton GM. Just want to show you one of our cars here. This is a middle of the road Bolt LT. It's got a neat little kind of flat gray cement looking color to it. The car is actually running right now, but obviously you can't hear anything because it's fully electric. There's your charging port right there. This one's got rear parking sensors. The more advanced ones also have front parking sensors, front cameras. They've got the advanced safety features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision warning. You've got a pretty decently sized trunk in the back here with a privacy shade so that when the trunk is closed, you can't see anything in there. So you got a fair amount of room here with the rear seats up, as well as some more storage underneath. And there's your charging cord there. You can actually plug into a regular wall outlet, or if you've got an upgraded like a 240 or 220 outlet in your home, you can get an adapter for these cars to do a quicker charge at a higher voltage. These rear seats actually also fold flat. Got a lot of legroom in the back here as well. And if you fold the seats down, see they fold flush, so you can extend your cargo area quite a bit. Also in the upper trims, these rear seats can be heated as well. Each door also has a little button on it. And how that works is as long as you've got the key in your pocket, I'm gonna lock the car right now. So, key is gonna go back in my pocket. I've got no key in my hand. And all you have to do to unlock the car is just push this little button here. And you'll see it unlocks. And if I push it again, well, the car is running, so it won't lock. But if the car was not running and I push it again, it would lock. But there is a feature that prevents you from locking your keys in the car, and that's what just happened there. I'll just hop inside here. So sitting in the driver's seat is pretty comfortable. This one's got manual seats. You cannot get power seats or a sunroof in these cars due to aerodynamics, I guess, and a lot of energy consumption. They didn't want to add too much stuff. They've all got this kind of white dash layout. They've got accent lighting in there too, so actually in underneath those at night, they light up a shade of blue. It looks kind of cool. The seats are available in leather, and they are available in a couple colors. You can get the all white seats, you can get this two-tone, or you can get black seats. The shifter is fully electric, just like everything else in this car, so there's actually no mechanisms or linkages or anything with this. It's kind of like the shifter you would find in a high-end car like a BMW or Mercedes or something like that. So all you do to operate it is there's a little release on the side. You just gotta have your foot on the brake, push this in, and go straight down, and that will put you into drive. Down again will put you into low range. Up will put you into neutral, and then up and over will put you into reverse. And there's your park. And then when you throw it in reverse, you've got this beautiful, this thing has a huge touch screen in it. And you can see you've got quite a good range of view with the backup camera. And if you turn the backup camera off, this is what you're looking at. So you got your heated seat controls down here, drivers and passengers. You got your temperature down there. All your climate settings are right here, and there also are redundancies down here. You see your energy consumption, your battery life. You can go set up your charging settings in here. You can switch from 8 amps to 12 amps depending on what kind of charging you're using. You can have it set so that it will only charge at certain times, so you're not at peak hours, you're not draining your hydro. It'll only charge, let's say, during the night from midnight till 6 a.m. You can have it set so that when power is the cheapest. There's all I'm not going to get really far into this because there's a lot of menus in this just in this section alone. There's quite a few options that you can choose for your charging. You can see a lot of the battery and consumption information on here, so you can get pretty in depth with this computer system here. But this is your main screen that you would be looking at for the majority of the time. You've got your satellite radio there, or AM, FM, or even Bluetooth or USB, whichever method of music you want to choose. You can see how much you've used since your last full charge and how far you've gone. You got your Bluetooth device there, your USB device there. You can actually edit this home screen as well to change the layout depending on kind of what suits your needs best. I prefer this layout here. And you can go into here. These are all your apps. So it's got your audio, obviously, phone. Projection is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a really neat feature. And then you can go in depth into your settings. Gallery is for USB devices. No navigation is available on these cars, even in the highest trim levels, but with the projection feature, you can use the maps from your phone, and it'll actually take up this entire screen. It integrates very well with the system. And in here, this is your center display that you'd be looking at most of the time while you're driving. So you can see a few things in here. You can see your battery life. Right now I've got 221 kilometers remaining. They say I've got a max of 265, minimum 181, and that's depending on how you drive it. So 221 is kind of what they are assuming based on your driving patterns as of right now. That's your range. But if you maybe turn the climate control down, drive a little bit better, do some regen, you could get 265 out of this charge. Or if you drive, really quickly, have your heat cranked up and all this stuff, you might get as little as 181. So it shows you kind of a range of what your best and worst case scenario, as well as what your projected kilometers are going to be, which is kind of cool. In the center here, you can control this based off of the steering wheel. So you can see your trip meters, you can see your tire pressures, you can see your average speed, you can see all kinds of things. You can go in here and see what's playing on the radio. You can have your phone set up. OnStar navigation, which is your paid service through OnStar. They can give you turn-by-turn directions. Or you can change the layout of this completely. In this modern mode, which is my personal favorite, it kind of scores you on the right-hand side. Shows you, the goal is to keep the green middle leaf in the center. So as you accelerate or brake, it could go up and down, and that just helps your driving. It helps you drive more economically. Moving away from that, I don't want this video to run too much longer, but on your steering wheel here, you've got your favorites. You've got a heated steering wheel, cruise control, and on the back you've actually got a little paddle back here. And what that is, I find this a really neat feature. This is called your Regen on Demand. And what that is it turns it reverses the polarity on the motors and turns them into a generator. So at any point you can pull on this paddle, and it acts like an engine brake would in a conventional engine. So what it'll do is it'll slow you down while also charging the battery. It's really good for going down a steep grade, or even just in day-to-day driving, coming to a stop. The nice thing about it, not only are you recharging your battery, but you're also not using your brakes at all. You only have to use your brakes to complete the stop. This won't bring you to a complete stop. It'll get you pretty slow, but you use the brakes, just tap on them to bring the vehicle to a complete stop. And you can extend your brake life by years by using this, and it also helps you get some more range out of your battery. So anyways, like I said, don't want to ramble on for too long, but this is the vehicle here. Let me know when you can come down and take it for a drive, because it is a very unique experience driving one of these cars. Hopefully I get to see you next week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.